Look, I guess we've all been teenagers, but this generation of parents don't have any experience really of being at school with that beast that is social media. What is the most important thing, do you think, for parents to understand about how that really changes the whole experience of being a teen these days?
Look, it's a really it's an important question, and I think it differs depending on the young person. But for a lot of families, the concern can be around bullying. Bullying used to happen only in the playground, when we won't talk about our age, but a while ago it only happened on phones, but now really a while ago it only happened in the schoolyard, but of course with phones it can happen 24/7. So I think Beacon is really important because it can help families to navigate the sorts of conversations they have with their young people about how to use technology safely and where the sort of concerns are around privacy and security, and really just a one-stop shop with evidence-based, up-to-date information that's been contributed to by Telethon Kids Institute researchers, as well as parents and experts in cyber safety. So it really is a one-stop shop where parents can trust the information that's being provided.
You mentioned phones. I guess the age at which our children are getting access to technology is getting younger and younger. We all know that toddlers these days, they can be pretty au fait with operating an iPad, but it really does sound like it's phones for teenagers that seems to be the biggest headache for parents anyway in the technology space as kids get older. How do those phones contribute to the cyberbullying that we're seeing? And what advice would you have for parents? I mean, is saying no and just refusing to let your child have a mobile phone feasible these days, or how would you suggest parents approach that issue?
Look, I think that's a really good opportunity to suggest to download the Beacon app and have a look at how to have these conversations and conversation starters for managing not only having a phone or a device of any sort, of course, but what sort of platforms might be ideal to try out and to test. I don't think that phones are the problem, and I don't certainly think that being online is the issue. It's how we use our phones. It's what we know about the risks as well as the wonders of being able to be online. And for parents, it can just be so helpful to have the information they need to be equipped to have the conversations with young people, because young people will always be effectively a step ahead. And this just really helps parents to be able to stay up to date too.
So, Dr. Keating, that all sounds really useful at home. Do you think schools are well enough equipped to be teaching kids about this sort of stuff in the classroom as well?
Yeah, it is a constant effort for all of us. Certainly, Beacon helps at Dolly's Dream. We have lots of resources, and teachers in particular can often be in a position where they have to say manage bullying incidents or things that can happen. Most schools have policies about how to manage, but again, it's about having a real toolkit and various different tools available in that kit to be able to help manage what is, the world that we live in and that young people live in today.
Dr. Charlotte Keating, I appreciate you bringing that to our attention. Thank you. I think I'll be going off and downloading the app to check it out myself. It sounds very useful. Really appreciate you sharing your time with us. Thanks so much.